Hi guys, it's me, Jimmy a Geek. So the question is that should I learn Korean or should I learn programming? This is one of the weird questions which always don't have the right or wrong answer. In some circumstances, you should learn Korean, but in the other, you should learn programming. If you don't know, the programmers are in huge demand. But what about Korean? If you are moving to Korea, then I should say you should learn Korean. To keep this in context, my wife is from Korea and then she is doing her computer engineering PhD in Daejeon in Korea. So I have some experience in Korea, and secondly, I got married with my wife in Korea, but I never learned Korean because I really don't have time to learn Korean. To be honest with you, if I move to Korea, indeed I will learn. So I mean, you didn't give me any enough context. I mean, in what context you asking? Are you moving to Korea? Then definitely learn Korean, then learn programming. If you are just thinking to go to Korea, first learn programming, move to Korea, join a 3 month Korean language class. And in Korea, the Korean language class happen from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4 hours per day, 5 days a week for next 3 months. I think it will only cost you around. I estimate it will cost you around. Let me just calculate the fees and then let you know. For 3 months, it will cost you around 1000 US dollar for 3 months. If you are thinking to go to Korea, I mean, you can apply the Korea visa for the Korean language for 3 months. I mean, it will only cost you $1000, and then you can, for example, if you wanna buy rent some place to stay, or I mean for eating every day, I mean you can just calculate. I mean, you can go to the Korean embassy website, you can check with them. I will just say, I mean, try to find a cheap, I mean, flat in Korea. Living is very cheap, and they try to, even the food is quite cheap in Korea compared to Hong Kong. I mean, just keep a budget of at least 3 or 4 thousand US dollar, including the Korean language plus your staying plus your living, everything included, and then go to Korea, learn Korean language. If you already learn Korean language, you can get a admission in undergraduate or some kind of degrees, up to you. But again, I will try to make it clear. Personally, I will value the programming language, because in Korea there are so many Korean people, they know Korean but they do not know programming. If you know programming, you can still get a job without knowing the language of Korean, but you will sometimes get a less pay, or you will have trouble communicating with the Koreans. I mean, the Koreans are not Japanese. If you go to Japan, oh my god, if you ask someone to speak English, oh my god, I have seen Japanese. I mean, yeah, one thing good about Japanese is that if they can't speak English, you can speak English, they will respect you, but they will try to avoid you. The problem is that, I mean, if 4 or 5 Japanese are standing, they will just try to point to another Japanese guy. You talk to this foreigner, or you talk to this foreigner, I mean, a bunch of Japanese standing around, and then you go and then ask a direction to the Pacific restaurant. One Japanese will point to another Japanese guy. I mean, basically, I mean, they will feel shy to speak English with you, but that is not a matter with Korea. If you go to Korea, the people sometimes can't speak the Korean language, but they will try to give you the direction verbally. They will try to point at you, but most of the time the Korean will try to speak Korean language, and then yeah, much better. If you compare to Hong Kong, how to say, I mean, Hong Kong, a lot of Hong Kong people can speak basic English compared to Korea, but speaking basic English does not mean they are fluent or they can understand your complex question. Most of the time they can't understand. I mean, again, I will say, try to, I mean, clarify the question with me. If you are moving to Korea, learn Korean. If you wanna get a job as a programmer in Korea, then master your programming language. Of course, no one can master. Try to master into advanced level of your programming language, whether you're a Java developer. And one thing, in Korea, the Java programming job is most in demand. Second is JSP, Java Server Page. Third is PHP and C++. I mean, do not try to talk the rubbish with me that you are Ruby on Rails developer, a Python developer. No one needs this programming language in Korea. Yes, there are jobs. If you compare, I mean, there are more than 2,000 jobs for Java, and then only 4 or 5 jobs for for Python and Ruby, and then at least 1,000 jobs for PHP. So again, I'm recapping. I will say learn programming language if you wanna get a job in Korea. I mean, learn Java server page, which is the framework of Java. Learn C++. I mean, again, I will say if you don't have a degree to get a job as a Java or C++, you need a degree. But if you wanna become a freelance web developer, learn PHP. You can get a job as a PHP web developer without any degree. So again, I will say if you wanna get a job in Korea, learn programming language, or go to Korea, join a 3-month course there, learn Korean. If you just wanna, I mean, if you just wanna go to Korea but not as a programmer, you are not sure what to do or what not to do, it's up to you. I mean, this question is really complicated. I'll say learn programming language first. Learn programming language, go to Korea, join the Korean language class. It will be much easier to learn Korean language. And second point that no one want to mention is that, I mean, you can learn Korean on your own while back you are in your home country. But to the who the hell you want you talk to Korea? I mean, if you don't have any meetup Korean, I mean, group in your local area, for everybody can, I mean, try to memorize the word, but unless he or she speak, the word will be erased from memory very soon. You need to be in a set of environment. When you go to Korea, you learning Korea, you day to day try to have interaction with the Korean people there, and then your Korean will try to become more mature, more natural, and then you can speak in a much fluent way. So let's recap. If you want to become a programmer in Korea, learn programming language. I mean, try to clear all the debugging issue. And then if you have, for example, if you have one of the weird programming language developer, try to learn PHP, Java server page, Java or C++. I mean, at least give a 3 to 6 month time space to master this language. At least code 12 hours a day in when you go to Korea. Korea are really working hard. I mean, Korea really work 2 times more than, if, for example, if you're USA. I mean, sometimes they start working in the 7 a.m. in the morning, and sometimes they went or go home basically 10 p.m. at the night. You need to very work hard. Go to Korea, and then there you learn Korean. That is my personal opinion, is that, I mean, learn programming language first. I mean, even you learn Korean, there is no downside in the world. There are few languages are very in demand, like Korean, Japanese, Mandarin, Potongwa. These are the most in demand language. I mean, if you learn Korean, you back to your home country, still you could find a job in the sales department. Basically, I mean, most of the tourists are now, Korean tourists are trying to travel around the world. So yes, there's even a lot of demand for Korean speakers and everywhere in the world. Yeah, I mean, even you learn programming, even you learn Korean, both give you benefit. I think that answers the question. Subscribe to my channel. It's me, Jimmy, a geek. Bye bye.